Hey guys, welcome back to Poseidon, Massive Atlantis. Today we are going to go into the second of the third colonies that we have to play, and we are going to be playing Copan today. It's not too difficult this mission, but let's go and have a read. The perfect spot to build a research centre to foster the free exchange of ideas between the Atlanteans and the Mayans. You think so, but it's not going to be too easy, but let's head to Copan.
The world of the Mayans is unlike any that has been seen before. The rich jungles are full of the most amazing plants and animals. The monkeys are the best. The Mayans share our love for astronomy, and Atlanteans have already learned much from their observations. The ways of the Mayans are still shrouded in mystery. They indulge in ritual human sacrifices that are quite barbaric. They also become quite excited when a child is born with a limp, saying that it is the sign from the great god. Their great god's name is Hef, or Hanapu, or something, and they say that he is a master builder, and even built a man made completely of bronze. Their god sounds familiar somehow. If we are to learn all we can about the Mayans, a city must be built here at Copan. Copan will serve as a research center, where Mayans and Atlanteans can come together and discuss ideas. We hope to teach the Mayans much, and trust that we will learn from them in return.
Absolutely. So the mission is in the name of science. All you have to do is build the Observatory Kosmika, which is a monument, and just have 1,000 people in townhouse or better. But it sounds as if it might go a little bit longer because of certain events. Let's head to the city. Pause and slow down. Just put the speed down manually to 10% and have a look at the minimap. This is a very large map. In fact, this is an enormous map. I think there's some bronze deposits here. Yeah, there's copper ore over here. Well away from everything. That is a lot. Whatever industries do we have? We have the tree industry is enormous. I mean, there's so much of it. But the trading posts can only go around here. It's a tiny amount of waterland because we're here. Lots of trade routes. So we're going to have to establish trade routes with important ones. We will need to import black marble and obviously fleece and all that. And what do we have? We've got sculpture studios. We've got only corals for food and a bit of hunting. Not too good. There's so much farmland here. This is sort of excessive. Lots down here that we don't need. So, and I believe if we look over here, there's a bunch of silver ore. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to use that for a while because certain events happen that prevent it being used. So we've got entry point there, exit point over here or something. I find this little water mass here is a good place to put down the block. In fact, what I'll do is I'll put blocks here. I'll have 2 common blocks, maybe 3 if I need them, and we'll have our industry and all that down here as well. A big industry. Obviously trade up here, etc, etc. We could put down quite a lot of trade posts around this area. We could put down one there as well on that island if I want to cross there. So I can put in 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Say 10 or so train posts. About as much as you're allowed. Where is the Observatory Kosmika? Here it is. It's not very big. I think what I'll do is I'll have 2 common blocks. The observatory right there and all my other industries down here. We have got the 200,000 that we started this mission with from the end of the previous map. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go plan out 2 common blocks, fill them up with people, and we'll put down our basic industry, and I'll come back in once we're ready to get started. So we've got our city planned out, and I put the Observatory Kosmika right here because it just looks nice if it's connected like that. So we've got 2 common blocks I'll fill up. We'll just speed up time. So what I'm going to have is I'm going to have the granary here, and along here I'm just going to have a bunch of corals in this little tiny bit here because that's all we need. Now this Observatory Kosmika needs marble, black marble, wood and orichalc. Luckily we can get our own wood, but we'll have to import everything else. So we can get black marble out of Diapria. We can get orichalc and marble from Ortox, so we don't need to do too much. We can sell wood. Don't see the point of selling that stuff. Palank buys olive oil, useless. Jackal buys fleece, useless. So wood is going to be our main export here alongside the other stuff. And we can sell bronze. The only problem is that bronze is really, really far away. It's down in this left hand corner, which is too far from here unless I put down the trade post literally there. You know, and had it a getting yard or something, because that's just too far away. So our people are going to come in. We're going to get some people going. Let's put down... Oh. Caledonian boar in city. Yeah, the Caledonian boar in this city. Snorting and snarling and looking to core innocents with his fearsome tusks. Theseus' hall. We are going to just do that. He summons down here and kills off these boars. So there's no use to hunting, because this boar is just going to fuck up everything. So yeah, that's the main thing you have to worry about on this map, is that. But we're going to ignore the boar for now, because we're going to just spam corals. We can just delete that one tree. I mean, one tree is not going to be a big deal. 1, 2, 3, 4 corals. And a bunch of cattle in there. Let's just spam them all. There we go. So we've got all the corals. Just increase this. We've got space to hold 220 odd people in here, so that's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this run, I'm going to let the food build up, and then we'll distribute it to our common blocks here. Oops, just realised that's not got rid of. And yeah, so I'll let this run, and I'll come back in once we've evolved our house here with some meat from these corals. Okay, a new city's been discovered. Tikal has been discovered, and we're just getting some meat now. Let's just put down a food vendor there. Yeah. Now where's Tikal? There it is there. That's a silly way of saying it, I know. So we can get bronze, fleece and black marble from Tikal. I think that's a land trade route. Yeah it is. So I can import black marble, not much, but I can import some black marble and fleece out of Tikal as a land trade route. How much does this need? It needs a ridiculous amount. So we're going to trade with Tikal for fleece, and Diapria will sell us all the black marble that we require. So let's just put down Diapria's trade post there. And I'm just going to put a... let's see, what other trade posts can we put down? We can put that one there. That is going to come up in line with there. Let's just check. No, that's the wrong one. Yeah, so I could put that there and that there. And then we'll have a bridge just there. Just see how far this goes. We don't need the hippodrome. So we'll just put that. I'm just sort of drawing this out for later. We'll just put that there, and we're going to start importing black marble from here. And we're going to have a road connection all the way down here, which is going to give the black marble to this monument. But we're not going to do that just now. So we're getting our people in. Give them access to fountains and science. There we go. So our housing will evolve, and then we'll get more people in. So I'll let the people come in, and once we've got these up to the next level where we're able to stabilize our food supply, I'll come back in and we'll be ready to progress. Okay, I'm coming back in here because some events happen. Tikal will sell more fleece and... or Tikal or whatever. And Diapria sells more black marble. So now you can get 36 black marble from Diapria. And you can get 24 fleece out of Tikal, which is perfect. So we're going to trade with Tikal right here. They're going to sell us fleece. We'll just import 8 at a time. Got plenty of people coming in. That's what we want to see. And we'll start giving them fleece right here. Got plenty of meat coming in. Well, he's sort of glitched out onto there, which is not too good. Just spam more sheep. There we go. Sheep, cattle, sorry. Put out this extra block just to have a third block, because we probably will need it. I'm going to draw this road out this way. Because we're going to need to get rid of these trees. But at the same time, I'm going to have to put down the palace for Theseus' hall. And I might as well just put this as a separate one that goes round. So I've got one there and one there, they're all covered. This is still needing access to stuff, so this will be a yard to accept wood. What else do we need? Orichalca marble, we can just get that from imports. And Autok, how much do we get from there? 24 marble. But we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. In fact, we can destroy that. This is going to be another wood accepting yard. just put down another one there. And we'll have this excelling.
A lame immortal still has more power than you can imagine.
Yeah. Hephaestus invades as well. I clicked that away too quickly, but you've seen that message too often. Does he do too much damage here? Yeah, I think he is. Well, all sorts happening. Lava. So a lava thing happens over there, but it doesn't affect too much. Does he destroy? I think he destroys wood. Or he destroys random stuff. Oh shit. This is not good. Get out, please. Okay, I'll destroy random buildings and then piss off, essentially. While we're at it, we are going to put down a trade route to Autok there. Trade post, sorry. We're going to import 24 marble. We'll sell all the wood we can. And we'll just import orichalc. 12 there. Just going to accept wood, obviously. We'll put down another timber mill there. So our people are coming in. The houses are evolving, that's good. We'll have to put down the palace and all, but I'll do that off camera. Let's put down 2 inventors' workshops. We'll put down a single lab there and a single lab there. That'll give them all access to the stuff they need. Okay, so I'm going to continue this. I'm going to run this on. And once we've got our houses stabilised and we're ready to start getting all the stuff we need and all that. This was the lava event. It does that a little bit of damage, but it doesn't really affect anything. So, yeah. I'm going to keep this going. I'm going to build out the palace, get everyone taxed, obviously build out Theseus' Hall, etc. And I'll come back in once we're progressed a little bit and we're getting started with this Observatory Kosmika. Interesting event. Economic prosperity at Palank. Most honoured Questzal, I think it is. Reports from abroad indicate Palank, under the leadership of that person, is experiencing economic growth. Money is rolling in, and the city's industries are more productive than they had been before. Well, that's a sort of a useless event, but I thought I might as well tell you about that. Getting more food in as well. The houses have evolved, which is nice. We're getting some unemployment. And we can just dump. How big are these universities again? So I can get in quite a few. We do 1, 2. I don't think these collapse, but we'll put down 5 of them. 4 of them, sorry, I've put in. We're importing fleece, getting meat, so that's good. House is evolving, which is good. Can we get olive oil out of any of these existing traders? What's it? Black marble. We don't get olive oil from here. We can get orichalc from there as well. I just need 39. I suppose I can just sort of import a little extra there as well. I think we have to trade with a trade partner to get olive oil. Who sells olive oil? We can get olive oil out of Atlantis. Is there someone else that sells it? No, they all buy it, which doesn't help. Okay, I'll have to trade with Atlantis for olive oil, and I'll just sell them bronze if I can be all bothered trekking all over this countryside to get bronze, which is kind of pointless. Anyway, I'm going to let this run. I'm going to put in more housing here because we're going to need more housing anyway. And we just need to evolve this housing with olive oil. So let's just trade with Atlantis. Right there. Actually, we don't need to trade with them just yet. We've got some spares here. Let's put down olive oil in both blocks. Get them evolved. And yeah, I'll go and plan out the palace that's going to be here and put down Theseus' Hall. And I'll come back in once I've done it. Okay, actually, I just noticed that we don't really need to waste time doing this. We've got we're about to get the 1,000 people in here once I get another monument. And really go to all the effort to put down this when I don't really need to bother mining. So you only need to defeat the Caledonian Boar if you want the silver. If you want the silver, fine, go to that effort. And obviously, if you're playing this as the first colony, you would probably want to do that. But since we've got like tons of money, I'm not going to waste time doing this. This is just pointless. And I could just show you what his summoning requirements are if you've forgotten them. Just put it down. Wine, you're going to have to import wine from somewhere. You would need to put walls around it, and you can get marble from anywhere. So it's not too much of a difficulty. So if we just let time run, we should just meet this goal without any trouble at all. We've got plenty of black marble coming in. So at this point, I'm just going to wait for the monument to come in. I'm going to put it down, evolve this housing, that'll get us up to the next level. And yeah, we'll just run on and we'll finish the mission as soon as these houses evolved, and this is done. Okay, so our housing is now up to the required level. We've got 1,600 people in here, which is quite a lot. We don't really need any more black marble. So we could just stop importing that. So we're not going to need to trade with Diapria anymore because we have imported all the black marble we need. How much orichalc does this require? 22 loads. We have quite a lot in there. We don't need to trade with any more black orichalc. The rest the spares that I have of everything will just be sold to people that buy it. So at this point, really, it's just a sitting around waiting game. Basically waiting for this to build. We've got all the we just need all the marble to go in now. Just needs 2 more slabs. Okay, so we don't need to trade with them anymore. In fact, I'll leave that trade post there, just keeps everything nicely in balance. So really, it's just a waiting game. I just now need to wait for this Observatory Kosmika to complete. I'm not going to do a time lapse because I'll just show it at the end. But really now, we're just waiting, waiting, and waiting for this to complete as quickly as it can before anything gets out of control. We've got plenty of money. Don't need to worry too much about the exports falling apart. So yeah, we'll just let it run and I'll come back in at the end of the mission once we're nearly done with the Observatory Kosmika.
A lame immortal still has more power than you can imagine.
Maybe so, Hephaestus, but I'm about to defeat this mission anyway. So he'll invade, probably destroy some of my industry over here, but that's okay. This only requires a little bit of marble, some wood, which there's tons of. And yeah, how much more does it need? 12. We've got 4, 8, 9. We've maxed that out, which doesn't help. Let's just speed this up. Oh, he's just going to come in and exit. Okay. Oh no, he's going to come out here and wreck my entire wood industry. What's this like? It's got plenty. We can just save right now, and that's us over with this mission because there's nothing left. Just delete that. High unemployment problem. Yes, we can just lower wage rates. That's fine. Yeah, so our industry's going to be wrecked. Oh, there's the elephants going now. Okay, we'll just let him do his thing. I'll just speed this up. Get out, Hephaestus, please. Okay, we'll just do timber mill. Timber mill. There we go. Didn't do too much. What does this need? 4 marble. Okay, fine. Just gonna wait for 4 marble to appear. So just gonna wait for the trade course to reset. There we go. So he doesn't have food. Don't care. There we go. Okay, we're done. So who's got orichalc that we can get rid of? Okay, get rid of it all. But we don't need to worry too much. This moment will be done. The Observatory Kosmika is 99% complete. And yeah, it's not too difficult, this mission. It's just a big pyramid, that's all this is. And all you have to do is get 2 house builds, get this down quickly, and import everything you can out of the trade routes you need. Fleece from Tikal will help. Then you'll only need to worry about black marble from Diapria. So here we go. Monument almost done, and there we go. It's basically got the top of a observatory on the top there. So rejoice, your fine artisans have completed the Observatory Kosmika, and that means we will win the mission as soon as it takes over to May, which is pretty simple. It's a pretty simple colony. Don't need to worry about defeating the Caledonian Boar at all. So yeah, mission done. If all our housing evolved as it should be, didn't even need the extra housing at all. Just wait for the mission to complete. And yeah, mission done. 2nd of 3 colonies done.
Hephaestus was incensed when you uncovered his little lie. Imagine telling the Mayans that he was the supreme god when he knows darn well that Poseidon, Zeus, and a host of other gods are above him. The Mayans have been set straight, and Hephaestus has hobbled back to his forge. The research center at Copan is thriving, and the Mayans are teaching us new things about their world every day. In turn, we are sharing Atlantean life with them. But there are matters in Autok that require your attention, so it is time to return.
Yes, indeed. So apparently Hephaestus was telling the Mayans lies. He was told them that he was the supreme god, when really that Poseidon, Zeus, Poseidon, and a whole load of ours were above him. Never mind. So that was the mission. In the name of science, we developed the colony of Copan, built the Observatory Kosmika, got some people in townhouse about it. Not too difficult at all. So that was, as I said, the mission in the name of science. In the next part, we're going to go on to Autok again. Go back and build, I think, a few more other things. So I'll see you in the next part. We'll go back to Autok. Bye now.